Hello?
What you eating?
Oh, it's a murder mystery story on how to hide a body and get away with it legally.
Your women are insane with these murder mysteries.
That's incredibly sexist. How dare you?
Isn't that a DoorDasher's body right next to you?
Yeah, well, he assumes I wanted a salad instead of my pizza order. Wait, how did you know that?
I'm outside your window.
How dumb are you?
What?
You do know that it's locked in thick glass, right? And how did you get up there? It's a balcony.
Oh crap.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Ooh, an Acts chapter. It's true. That book I was reading is actually about how to get away with it. It's a fantastic book called 50/50. Huge recommendation. Actually, never mind, not in this context. First off, before I get into anything, there is a lot of thank yous and congratulatories I want to give. First of all, thank you all for liking these videos. I've been reading comments. For some reason, I can't respond to them, but I want to thank you for everyone who said kind things or even just critique things. I definitely think that just because I say something and it's my opinion doesn't make it always accurate or right. So if I do get something wrong in a film, in a movie, a concept, or the meaning or message within the film, please let me know. I definitely appreciate being corrected. Not all the time, but at times. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching these videos through the end. I know I talk a lot, working on it, but thank you for the love, the support, kind words, the views. It's all because of y'all. It's always all because of y'all. So thank you so much. Also, huge shout out for Kane in making a decision. I don't know if you all follow movie industry news like I do, because of course, but Kane Parsons has denied and refused to go big blockbuster with the Backrooms franchise, and it's because he wants to focus on his own original film creations and creating more films from his own perspective and not be a part of any huge intellectual properties like Star Wars and things like that. So he denied it. And that is huge because one, I've never really heard anyone who denied, especially after a big opportunity that blew up in a great way. But the fact that he wants to keep it original and said no to those companies that tried to get him in their grasps, that's right. Because these production companies are running out of ideas and they'll try to take any idea that they can get and corrupt it in the way. If I'm wrong, I'm just saying. So huge shout outs to you, Kane, for sticking it to it and being original. And also I hope you enjoyed the short film I made. That was scary because it was actually a thundery, stormy night. And I did that outside. And I was like, please God, do not strike me. But he was like, you got 2 minutes. Be not weary and well doing, but in due season you shall reap harvest. Amen. Amen. Today, and I'm excited about this, we are going over Scary Movie number 6. Scary Movie 6 is blowing up right now. Such a nostalgia film, and for people who never really grew up with scary movies 1 through 5 or don't know what it's about and why people are just going crazy for this movie that's like parody of several other movies, that's exactly what it is. Scary Movie franchise is a franchise created by the Wayans brothers, and they created parodies of horror movies and scary movies that have been out dating back to the year 2000 to 2001. They created Scary Movie 1 and 2. It blew up. It was hilarious. People went crazy for it. As time continued, they had some conflicts with compensation and creative control, and was dropped by none other than the producer, Harvey Weinstein.
Why?
Yeah. So they essentially got dropped by the producer, and then 3 through 5 continued without them. And you can definitely tell that the Wayans brothers mark was taken away. Some of the original cast members from 1 and 2 stayed with the 3 through 5, but now they have made a comeback, a remade creation of Scary Movie 6. So this is 100% on the Wayans brothers nostalgia film that they have created control over. This is their baby to show the audience in the world. Scary Movie started and ended with them. And plus, this movie was made as a tribute to their father. Marlon had in an interview where he said his father's dying wish was that him and his brothers work together again. And Marlon wanted to make that happen, so he got his brothers together, created this movie so they can all be a part of this franchise as a tribute to their father. So let's get into them stats. Let me tell you some more information, because y'all like the stats, which is good. More information, the better. Educate your brain cells. The box office made $24.7 million on Friday, the opening premiere of Scary Movie 6, and then has a continuation of $56 million. Budget is $30 million. Wow. I could tell. When I went in the theater to see this, I was like, oh, they used so much quality money on this. There are so many parts, and I was like, oh yeah, that's quality of it, the animation of it. Oh, I was like, oh yeah. Rotten Tomatoes is 26%. Some people are just like trolling them. I seen people like giving very low reviews just to troll them, because of course this entire movie and all the other movies would offend. The Wayans brothers are not afraid to offend you and come at you. And I wanted every part, every single joke. I was hoping that it would offend me. If you are easily offended, if your feelings are easily hurt, watch the movie anyway. I need you to grow a sense of humor. Watch the movie. IMDb is 5.7 out of 10. Letterboxd is 2.7 out of 5. And I think that's supposed to be a good sign. I don't know how they're gonna view the ratings, but I feel like they intentionally made this to offend people. And if you were offended, these ratings are probably that. Director was Michael Tides. The writers, of course, are the Wayans brothers. You got Marlon Wayne, Sean, Keegan, Craig, who is the nephew of the Wayans brothers, Rick Alvarez, which is like a longtime family friend, I think. Cinematographer is Terry Stacy. The camera that they use is Panavision. I love how they actually had a website for this. It was like a small website. I don't know if it's from the cinematographer himself. The website showed the lenses and things that they use. They used a Sony Venice 2 camera and Primo lenses. Production companies. So Miramax entirely financed this film. And we also have the Wayans Brothers production company called Wayne Brothers. Original film, Ugly Baby Productions. You can kind of guess who that production company is from. It's from Marlon. And Paramount, and the distribution company that distributed this movie is Paramount as well. This was also filmed in Atlanta on Tyler Perry Studios. The cast was phenomenal. They were hilarious. We had the nostalgia cast from the first Scary movies. This is a long list of cast members, so please bear with me. The OG Anna Faris, who haven't actually been in a lot of movies lately, so this was a great opportunity for her to be back on stage. Of course, we got Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, Olivia Rose Keegan, Regina Hall, the queen herself, being a part of this franchise since the start of it. Dave Sheridan is Doofy. John Abrams was back in this film. Sydney Park. I will say the new generation, they were just such great troopers throughout this movie. I feel like they probably had a lot of laughs. Cherry Atori, sorry for the butcher. You already know. Chris Elliott, one of my favorites. Lachlan Monroe, and Kim Wayans. They got their sister a part of this film. They got Savannah Lee Nassif, so sorry. Damon Wayans' son, Damon Wayans Jr. Greg Wayans Benson, who is the nephew of the Wayans brothers. Benny Zelig, sorry. And we have many more people, surprises in the cast. I won't say the entire cast because I'm not going to spoil this movie. If you are interested, see it for yourself and the surprising cast that will pop up. This movie had a lot of references to other movies, even movies that were currently out within this year. And I thought this was made, I don't know how long time ago. They had so many trailers and movie banners. So I think they kind of referenced a lot of them. I'll just mention a few. They referenced Wednesday, Scream, of course, the OG movies that started this whole franchise, Sinners, and Michael Jackson movie, Long Legs, John Wick, Ma, which is a movie with Octavia Spencer and Regina. She is hilarious. I cannot. Weapons, The Substance, horror movies, Terrifier, Smile, Get Out, just to name a few. It was just hilarious. At the start of it, I was laughing. I will say, I think they held back just a little. I think because of the culture nowadays with cancel culture and being politically correct, I wanted to get all the offense and triggers in because I'm like this, I want to laugh and I'm rarely offended. But if you're ever familiar with the first Scary Movie 1 and 2, you know their humor can go far. So I was really expecting that. And they did give you 50 to 70%. But if they really wanted to go all in, I'm pretty sure this movie wouldn't air. Just to give you an overview of what the movie is about, it starts off like the original Scary Movie with Scream plot. These high school students or young generation now going through the whole who is the killer in their friend group and navigating how to figure it out by going to the OGs who were a part of the first Scary Movie franchise and getting some assistance and some help. And throughout the movie, you just get a lot of different spoofs and parodies from different horror movies and thriller movies. And it just nicely just shows the way they try to figure out who the killer is within their friend group or who the killer is overall. It's really nothing much I can really say about this film. It's just like a nostalgia period where you know the Wayans, and if you grew up watching stuff that they've done, White Chicks, Menace to Society, funny comedies. I grew up on Wayans Brothers. So yeah, I don't know. I really think you should just watch it and just laugh. And if it offends you, oh well. If it triggers you, oh well. If you didn't like some of the parts, fair. But you know, it was just a nice tribute to it, and I just appreciate them coming back with it. If you go into this film without knowing anything about the scary movies, it's going to be confusing, especially towards the end where they do kind of talk about it slightly. So if you're not familiar with the franchise and you want to watch them, I would say the first two movies, which is the only Wayans brother stamped scary movies that they put out. If you just don't really care and want to watch it, do that too. And if you know them and you watched it, then you know what they're about. Other than that, I would rate this 3.5 chocolates out of 5. It was a good time and it was a nice break. I still think they held back more than what they were able to give. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for the support, the love. I know that movie reviews are like the main things that people watch, but there's a reason I like watching short films and reviewing them and having commentaries, is because you actually see someone else's vision that's not being watered down by the industry. And I really just have the same opinion now for any other movie that's out. It's just a franchise or a recreation, a remake of a franchise. So original stuff is not as prevalent in the theaters now as much as the short films that people actually worked hard on. I do hope you watch the short film videos that I have out there and just supporting other filmmakers and seeing that there are other types of films out there that can get your attention, be entertained, and show you more of a message in depth than the movies in these theaters right now. Let your light shine bright for all to see, and I will see you in the next video.